What's up everyone, it is Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to. Roll that intro. What is up everyone, welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk, and today I am checking out a guitar that I have wanted to check out for a long time, and full disclosure, I bought this, it's mine, so you know how this review is going to go if I bought it, but this is a Luxxtone Choppa S. I've seen Luxxtone guitars around for a while, but I've never seen one in the flesh. They rarely come up for sale, and whenever I see them come up for sale, the build quality looks amazing, the finishing looks great, the materials look great, and players that I know who've got them, like Tim Mills from Bare Knuckle and stuff, they seem to rave about how good they are and they sound great in their hands. So I've always wanted to try one, but it's not a guitar that you can just go down to your local guitar shop, or even like big chains like Guitar and stuff don't really carry these. So when I saw one come up on eBay and it wasn't that far away, I had to grab it.
You'd rather keep nothing's left behind. No memories of who or what they mean. So open out the sides.
Checking out the specs at the body on this one, this is a Swamp Ash body. It's obviously their S-style, Strat style body. It's a Luxxtone brass assembly on the bridge. We've got a volume, a master tone, and then a neck pickup blend as well, so we can blend in as much of the neck pickup as we want. A 5-way switch, coil split here as well to split the humbucker into single coils. It's a Lola Imperial bridge pickup, and the single coils are the Lola Blackface or 64 style pickups, whichever era you want to go for. They were called Blackface back then, so I'll go with that for this. Anodized scratch plate, and this is the Destroyed Mary Kay finish. Heading over to the next side of things on this, we've got a quarter sawn maple neck on here, which has been finished in oil and aged nicely, so it all feels nice and smooth. We've got a profile fretboard with aged clay dots, 22 jumbo frets. It's a compound 10 to 14 inch radius, 25.5 inch scale, and then we've got Goto Clues-on style tuners on the back of the headstock as well. The sounds and tones are kind of exactly what you would expect on an HSS Strat style guitar loaded with high quality Lola pickups. You can get anywhere from funky tones, bluesy tones, glassy tones, nice broken up tones, flick it over to the bridge pickup, and you can take it anywhere from classic crunchy tones up to big fire breathing rock. The addition of the neck pickup blend is really nice as well, because it means that you can just dial in a little bit more warmth on the bridge sound if you really want to. But overall, this is just a great dual tonal machine. Build quality on this is absolutely second to none. For a Strat style guitar, the quality of the materials they've used, I cannot fault it at all. It is on par, if not better, than most Fender custom shop Strats that I've seen. The aging has been done fantastically. I know aged finishes, let alone heavy aged finishes, aren't going to be for everyone, but if it is, then this is definitely a quality finish to the guitar. The neck has been very nicely aged. This is a few years old. I think this is a 2017 model, so we're looking at 8 years old now anyway. But the feel of the neck, you can tell, has been, a lot of care has been put into this. So In terms of build quality, the materials and finishing and everything on this guitar, if you can get hold of one of these, definitely try one out, because this is some of the best guitar building I have ever seen. Setup on this guitar, I normally do a section in these videos where I talk about setup out of the box, but obviously this is a second-hand guitar, so I can't do that on this one. But what I will say is how it's set up today is it plays absolutely flawlessly. It's got really low action on it, and with the compound radius fretboard where you've got a 10-inch at this end of the fretboard and then 14 at this end, it means that you get a very familiar, not vintage, but I guess they sort of say 90s is vintage these days as well, but you get more of an old school Strat style familiar feel at this end of the fretboard. And then when you go down here where it flattens out, it just means it turns into an absolute soloing machine where you can do big bends and all that kind of stuff, and it doesn't fret out at all. So in terms of how this guitar is set up today, it is one of the nicest playing guitars I have ever felt. Would I play one of these live? And by that, as usual, I mean, if you gave me one of these and said, hey, you're going on tour for a year and all you are allowed to play is this guitar, just this model, nothing else, I would absolutely play this live. As I said, I bought this for myself because I've always wanted to try one, and I couldn't turn it down when I saw the deal I could get it for. And I am so happy I bought it. This I can easily see becoming my main guitar to play live. It's going to cover tonal basis for everything I do, from if I do any kind of function band stuff, covers, that kind of stuff, original music with like classic rock, southern rock, country kind of stuff. It's gonna cover all of it, and it's gonna feel great doing it. I've got my first gig with this in less than a week's time, and I am really looking forward to taking this out on a festival stage. So would I play this live? Absolutely, no shadow of a doubt, and I am really looking forward to it. Is there anything that I don't like about the guitar? Now, for me, the only thing really, like, I love the way it feels. I love the way it plays. It sounds great. I might swap the scratch plate out because it's got this anodized scratch plate, and I don't normally get on with that. This isn't too bad. It's kind of smooth, but some companies, when they put anodized scratch plates on, it's quite textured. So when you're playing, if your nail hits it, you get a bit of a scrape, and it doesn't feel, I don't like the way that feels. Whereas this feels all right. I do like the way it looks, so I'll see how I get on with it, but I do have a tortoiseshell scratch plate ready to go if I don't get on with this one, but we'll see. Other than that, maybe it's a bit of a snobby thing, but in recent years where companies have found it harder to use rosewood, they've been using like laurel and Poe Farrell. Poe Farrell is my preferred of the two, but still when a lot of companies are using it, it's paler, it's drier, it doesn't feel as good, and that's kind of jaded my opinion a little bit on it. But this goes to show that there are different grades of it you can use, because if you didn't tell me this was Poe Farrell, I would assume this is really high quality rosewood. It's really dark, it's really rich looking, it's been seasoned well. This is a great looking fretboard, but there's just that little niggling thing in my head that just goes, oh man, I wish it was a rosewood fretboard, not Poe Farrell, but that's just me being snobby. Is the guitar worth the money? This one I picked up secondhand for just under £2,000. And in terms of what I paid for it, is it worth the money? Without a shadow of a doubt, yes, it is. New in 2017, I think this one was just over £3,500. Is it worth that money? In comparison to what you pay for a brand new Fender Custom Shop guitar, yes. As I said, the build quality on this feels better than what I see on most Fender Custom Shop guitars. Is it worth £3,500, £4,000 to you? Because you can kind of get these custom made to whatever finish and the feel of the neck, all that kind of stuff. Is it worth that to you? I guess this particular model, you might pick this up and go, oh no, that's not for me. I don't want to pay that. But in terms of what I want from a guitar and all that kind of stuff, if I was looking for a really high-end guitar and I had money to burn and I could afford £4,000 on a custom shop level guitar, then I would absolutely look at one of these. Obviously, £4,000 is not to be sniffed at. It is not cheap, but rest assured, quality and build and what you're getting for that money, this is definitely head and shoulders above some of the guitars I've seen at that price range. So there we go. To sum up, that is the Luxxtone Choppa S guitar. As I said, I got this for me because I've always wanted to try one, and the price I saw it, I couldn't turn it down. So I am super glad I've got this. If you can try one out, then definitely try one and see what you think. Have you got one? What's yours like? What kind of finish have you got on it? Let me know, because I'd be really interested to chat these guitars and see what else is out there. But other than that, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.